Parts of southern Africa are experiencing unusually heavy snowfall, closing roads and trapping people in their cars overnight. A key road in South Africa linking Johannesburg to the port city of Durban is one of the worst affected. 3 of South Africa's border ports with the Kingdom of Lesotho have been closed due to deep snow.
And the last official day of summer has brought weather warnings to large parts of the country. Heavy rain is expected across Wales and much of England today, and an amber warning has now been issued for tomorrow.
Hello. Well, it's already been a lively start to the weekend with a number of thunderstorms reported on Saturday across England and Wales. This was one cluster of storms that went across the skyline of Ashbourne in Derbyshire. The same storms earlier in the day dumped what seems to be marble-sized hail in Wolverhampton.
But, Simon, there has been some pretty autumnal weather.
Yeah, it's the autumn equinox today as well.
There you go.
So the official start of autumn, some might say, astronomically speaking. And it's going to turn even more autumnal next week, actually. It's going to turn colder. I'll show you that in just a second. But for the here and now, it's about the storms that we had through yesterday and overnight. You may have been rudely awakened this morning because we've had thunderstorms rattling in across many southern parts of the UK. This was just one of our Weather Watcher pictures from last night in Derbyshire. And actually, as we went through the last 24 hours, we've had around about 13,000 lightning strikes across the UK.
Simon, you said last hour it's the autumnal equinox
It is
today.
indeed.
So
Yes.
what does that sort of, from a meteorological perspective, what does that actually mean?
OK, so it basically means that the Earth is in summer, northern hemisphere, we're tilted towards the sun at 23.5 degrees. But then obviously in the orbit around the sun, we get to the equinox where the Earth isn't tilted to or away from the sun, so it's equal. And then obviously from now onward, we go the other side, won't we? So the northern hemisphere will be pointing away from the sun.
It's all downhill from here.
Exactly, exactly. And people think the equinox means equal day and night. Not quite, because as you can see from the sunrise and sunset times here, we still have just over 12 hours of daylight today. It's actually the equilux, which happens on Tuesday, where we'll have equal day and night. But yes, certainly a change now then. As we go into astronomical autumn, the weather is going to change. You can see here really quite a wet start to the day for many of us. And you may have been woken up in the night, actually, because of those storms. We had some great Weather Watcher pictures sent in to us last night. That one was from Staffordshire.
And some amazing pictures, Simon. This has been another viewer picture.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a Weather Watcher picture from yesterday evening. Yeah, the lightning strikes quite widely across England and Wales. There were about 13,000 lightning strikes, actually, yesterday across England and Wales. But, yeah, that's just one of them from Nottinghamshire. But through today, well, it's going to be almost like a repeat of yesterday, really. There will be these thundery downpours across many areas of England and Wales. You may get caught out in those. There'll be some intense rainfall, giving a lot of water in a short space of time for some parts. So the risk of some localised flash flooding.
That's a very beautiful sunrise this morning, I presume.
Lovely sunrise, yeah, up in Scotland. It's the last sunrise of summer because it's the autumn equinox today, and the actual time of the equinox is 1:30 this afternoon. So, yeah, last sunrise of summer. Now, you may think that the equinox is 12 hours for equal day and night. It's not quite in our latitude. You'll see that actually our sunrise and sunsets are approximately 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. But equal day and night will actually occur on Tuesday, the equilux. But yes, the nights will be drawing in as we go through the next few days, and the weather's going to turn much more autumnal as well. That's just one picture this morning from our Weather Watcher in Nottinghamshire. We've had a lot of rainfall over the last 24 hours with thunderstorms moving their way through. But with those leaves on the ground there, that will be a familiar scene for many of us through this week.
And that looks nice, the weather there. Where's that?
That's in
we
Scotland.
all head there today?
Scotland, Buttes. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, actually, across Scotland, Northern Ireland, North West England over the last few days. That's where we've had the best of the weather. So, yeah, a lovely start to the day here. Very calm, very serene. Very different scene, though, further south across England and Wales. We've had some very heavy showers and thunderstorms moving their way through the night. And, yeah, very wet there in Warwickshire at the moment.
Hello, some very wet weather moved in overnight and into this morning. Further showers to come as the day goes on. There's a Met Office yellow warning for the rain continuing until the end of tomorrow with possible disruption as a result.
So we've yet more rain to come, primarily for England and Wales for the next 48 hours. It looks pretty horrendous in places. Already roads are flooded. The warning details for today are online, and now the Met Office have escalated tomorrow's warning in this area to an amber, which means a much greater risk of impacts. We're seeing impacts enough today, aren't we? And a larger part of England and Wales will be affected as well tomorrow. So that's potentially 48 hours of persistent rain, already having had a month's worth in some places.
Evening to you. We've seen some very heavy downpours today, more to come tonight and for the start of things tomorrow, and more on Wednesday as well. Very unsettled week ahead and turning much colder in feel.
Hello. Showers and thunderstorms have become really widespread once again across England and Wales. We can see that on the latest radar picture. But I want to zero in a clump of particularly nasty looking thunderstorms across the South Midlands. Now, in the last 2 hours in Woburn in Bedfordshire, we've had 59 millimetres of rain. That's more than the entire average rainfall for September in the space of 2 hours. I'm sure that would have likely led to some localised flash flooding.